my babies, welcome back to another video. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, also hit that bell so then you're always notified when your girl uploads. So in today's video, we are going to the skin, okay? Right off the bat, I love this kind of videos because y'all know I love the skin. I love eyeshadow, but let's be honest, foundation routine is one of my top favorite things to do. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the tricks that I use when I apply my foundation routine and how it lasts all day and how it looks flawless throughout the whole day. Hopefully this video will help you guys out a little bit. You guys know this will be a long one. Go ahead and grab your snack, get comfortable, because y'all know this will be a long video, okay? All right, my love, so let's go ahead and get started. You guys already know, man, doing the face routine, foundation routine in general is one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine. I feel like if you get that down, everything else will actually follow, including like eyeshadow and yeah, that's actually the only thing, eyeshadow and all that good stuff. So as soon as you get your foundation routine down and you have perfected to the gods, you should be perfectly fine. I'm going to show you guys today all the products, drugstore products that I love dearly and I'm able to achieve a flawless, beautiful, full coverage yet no flashback look with them, okay? So first thing is first, I always tell you guys, prep your skin before you start applying makeup on your face, okay? Always prep your skin. Take care of your skin first before you start with everything else, because I definitely believe if you take care of your skin, you have a good, beautiful base, everything should go well. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have any acne and all that good stuff, you can still prep your skin, get your skin ready, so then by the time you're starting your foundation routine, it's still going to look flawless either way, okay? So the first thing I like to do, I love grabbing a moisturizer. You can grab any moisturizer that you love on your skin. I myself love this NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost water gel, and I get the extra dry skin because I am dry skin. There is just the normal one that's just normal, but if you are super dry skin, like your skin be just peeling and crap, get the extra dry skin. Now I love this product because y'all, it literally feels like my skin is drinking water. It feels so good on my skin. I have told you guys about this product a lot. I like rave about this product so much. I'm waiting on Neutrogena to like holla at your girl, you know what I'm saying? Just holla at your girl, you know? Now this product is a little bit pricey, but I definitely feel like it's worth every penny. I do use a little and it lasts me a very long time because y'all, a little does go a long way with this product. It's so beautiful when you put it on your skin. It's very lightweight. It's not one of those moisturizers that are very heavy. So I feel like if you're oily skin, you can definitely use this as your skincare routine or even as a moisturizer, whatever you prefer using this as. I don't use this as a skincare routine. I just use this when I feel like my skin is like super, super dry, and I just put this all over my face. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, my skin like feels amazing and I don't have to use moisturizer again. Like this helps me out a lot. And I've already done my brows, obviously, but y'all, lately my brows have not been like perfect, okay? I need to teach myself how to do brows again because I freaking forgot, okay? So you guys already know, after moisturizing your face, you should go ahead and use a primer. There's a lot of primers out there. Honestly, there's too much. Kind of gets overwhelming a little bit. Kind of have to decide whether you're oily or dry skin or even normal. So for my oily girls, I am not oily, so I do not test out oily for matte primers at all, but I would definitely advise you to get a matte primer. If you are dry skin like me, get something that is hydrating to hydrate your skin, so then your skin does not like be crusty underneath your foundation and looks all messed up, okay? But if you're normal, so you can get a primer that's normal to dry skin or oily skin. Like you can just get any type of primer depending. If you're like oily in the T-zone, get a primer that's matte right here. Okay, just right here, and then you can like put that primer right there, and then the rest you can just use a primer that's normal, okay? So we got that out the way. Now I personally love these two primers. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to go with, but the fact that I'm going to be using a Maybelline foundation today, I went ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use this NYX primer, but this Maybelline Master Prime Hydro Smooth Primer, I'm reading so fast, this is my favorite drugstore primer. I use this way too much. I don't know if there's even anything in here, probably a little bit left, but the fact that I'm using a Maybelline foundation, I was like, you know what, let's give this a break and go back to my NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. This is the best primer ever, especially if you want your makeup to last all day. I have realized my makeup looks so flawless when I use this primer. Actually, when I use either one, I've tested them out. They're both beautiful. Because I am dry skin, I would definitely recommend you dry skin girls to get something that is, like I said, more hydrating, dewy, something that's gonna get your skin looking like shmoney. So one thing I have to say that I do not like about this primer, and it's not even the primer that I don't like, I hate the packaging on this thing. The applicator on this thing is not the best applicator for a primer like this. It's very dewy. You guys can see it's like slimy as hell. It also has this little particles in there that I don't even know how to describe it. It does smell really good, but I just hate the applicator. It's so annoying. For a primer like this, for a primer like this, I would definitely say they need to think about getting a pump. I feel like it would just be so much better than having something like this. And it's like almost done, so I need to go buy another one. Ooh, yeah, it's very, very slimy, but once you blend it all into your skin, it's so smooth. It gives you a little bit of dewy. And I'm also gonna work this primer on my eyelid. Same thing I do to my face. Eyelids are still important because I am putting, you know, foundation on my eyelids as well. I really enforce people to use a primer. It is a huge difference when you don't use a primer and you're putting on foundation. Like, it makes a huge difference. I know some ladies out there do not wear primers. They feel like primer is not like a big deal, but me, I cannot go a day without wearing a primer if I'm wearing foundation. Like, I have to wear a primer. I feel like my foundation looks so much more flawless when I prime my face. So I normally don't do this step depending how I feel. Like today I feel like doing this step. I go ahead and grab like any setting spray. It could be the Wet n Wild primer spray. It could be this one I'm going to show you guys. This is a good one actually. This is just a step that's preference. You don't have to do this. I do this because I want to, you know, get my makeup to like really stay. I mean, y'all, this is supposed to be a full coverage, long-lasting makeup, foundation makeup tutorial. So you want your foundation to actually stick and stay throughout the day. So I do this step. It's my preference. I would recommend y'all to do it. Try it out. See if it works for y'all. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab this BADESCU facial spray. You can use this as just a spray to hydrate your face, especially me. I love hydrating my skin. If I can get the most hydration I can get before applying foundation, I'm all for it, okay? Because y'all, when you're dry skin, you kind of have to like literally make it work. Like you don't want to put foundation on and you have like, some days I used to literally put foundation on and my skin would be peeling underneath. Ugh, that's so annoying. It would be peeling underneath the foundation. So I realized it was a lack of moisturizing my face and taking care of my skin before I apply foundation. What I do is spray the bottom because these things right here be acting up, and then I go ahead and sprint my face. It smells so good. I feel like when I do this step, it just locks my primer and my moisturizer all at once. So I've let that dry up a little bit. You can kind of see that's not all the way dried up, but we gotta move on, okay? Because I'm actually heading out right now, so I'm trying to film this video while I gotta go somewhere, okay? So the next step I do after sprinting my face, I go ahead and grab a foundation. Now when it comes to foundation, we all have a preference with foundations. In drugstore foundations, it's very hard to find a right foundation, especially I feel like for women of color, it's so hard for us to find foundations that is matching our skin right on the money, okay? It's really, really hard. I still struggle with that because especially when I go to Walmart and I want to try out foundation and they don't have the samples for us to actually test it out. I hate that so much, so I usually have to guess. Now when it comes to this foundation I'm gonna show you guys, I did that. I had to guess the shade. Now this is the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and I grabbed the shade 515. Now I have to say one thing I love about this foundation, it is very much full coverage, okay? And I love the fact that it lasts up to 24 hours. I know that not everybody wears foundation for 24 hours, but to be honest, there is people who do, because there is flight attendants that actually have to wear foundation. And they want a foundation that's full coverage, yet lasts all day. Why is there a piece of hair on me? So yes, I usually grab this foundation. The shade is definitely off, but I still love it because I can make it work throughout this whole video you guys are gonna see. So what I do is I usually put in the back of my hand, I grab a damped beauty blender. You can grab an affordable blender. I would honestly say Root Techniques is amazing. I love that one. It's dirty right now. I could have used it, but it's dirty. I didn't feel like washing it. But yeah, so I'm going to grab a beauty blender and work this all over my skin like so. I just love the fact that this foundation is full coverage, but not just full coverage, it looks so beautiful on the skin, and it's still lightweight. So that's one thing I have to say I love about this. This is like without the foundation, and then this is with the foundation, and you guys can see, y'all see how lightweight it looks. I love it because it looks like skin. I mean, you guys know what I mean. It doesn't really look like skin, but for it to be medium to full coverage, it looks very, very beautiful on the skin. Now you guys can tell this shade is not like perfect on me, but it's honestly close enough. The other shade that I tried was way too bright, and then the shade under this was way too dark. Well, not too dark, but it was not my shade, okay? So I felt like this one, I will make this work a lot more. Okay guys, so foundation is on. It looks flawless, it looks beautiful. Next step is to grab your favorite concealer. I love this concealer that I'm gonna show you guys right now. It is amazing. It's so affordable. You cannot go wrong with the price, and it honestly gets the job done, okay? So I'm grabbing my LA Pro concealer, and this is in the shade Fawn. I am just so shocked of how like amazing this concealer is. The price is amazing. It does what it does. You know, like it's an amazing concealer. You guys should rave about this concealer by now. I've gone through so many of this LA Pro concealer. It's insane. This is like the first concealer when I started doing like a foundation routine. This was the first bad boy that I could honestly afford. And ever since then, I've always used it. I use it a lot more than my high end. I try to switch it up for you guys when I do these makeup tutorials. But to be honest, behind camera, because if you overuse this, you can go grab yourself another one. It's cheap, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and start highlighting. Highlight underneath your eyes. I go heavy-handed with my highlight. It's just my preference. You don't have to. A little bit of concealer, not highlight. Well, we are highlighting underneath, but a little bit of concealer will be fine, but I like to cover my problem areas a lot, and yeah. I also conceal underneath my nose. These are the points that when somebody looks at me, they're just like, oh, her face is snatched, okay? And also grab my forehead a little bit right here. And I'm going to blend that all in with my beauty blender. It's still damped, it's not wet. There's a reason, there's a difference with wet beauty blender and damped beauty blender. This is my trick. I usually put the beauty blender underneath the water, let it soak up till it gets big, squeezed it out. After squeezing it out, I usually grab a paper towel or anything, and then I grab it like this and I squeeze it out one more time just to soak up the extra water that's on the beauty blender, and then it's perfect. It's like damped to the way I need it to be damped. But yeah. So when I conceal, I just blend that whole area. I conceal on my eyelids as well because that's dark and we want everything to be blended really well. Now, I don't take my concealer far out because when you take your concealer far out, it's like literally pulling your face out, so it's gonna look more wider, and I don't want that. I want my face to look round, okay? So I don't take it out too far, and if I do by accident, luckily I'm able to like contour so I can, you know, cover that area. And also grab this other side and just blend that bad boy in. I'm telling you, Drugstore, don't sleep on Drugstore. I don't even sleep on Drugstore at all. Like, the thing is, once you find the perfect Drugstore products, stick with it. Don't try to switch it up, sis. Like, I feel like with Drugstore, there is amazing products. So once you find the right products that you like on your skin, just stay with it. I don't see the reason why to switch it up. I mean, it's good to try new product, but I'm telling y'all, once y'all find the right Drugstore product, don't try to switch it up. Now, normally when I have that line, that demarcation line, I take the back of the beauty blender. I'm gonna call this the booty of the beauty blender, and just blend that all in as well. You're gonna be able to tell when the line disappears because you're blending the foundation that was left over on the beauty blender on your face. Okay, so next step I'm going to do, my face looks funky, okay? So I wanna go ahead and contour. You don't have to contour, you can bronze up your face. Now, somebody did ask me in the comment section one day, I don't know when it was, and they were like, isn't contouring and bronzing the same exact thing? No, contouring is definitely different from bronzing your face. Bronzing your face just brings that warmth back to your skin, while contouring brings that depth into your skin. Depth. You know, that word is so funky to me, but it brings that out. In other words, when you contour, you're bringing that structure out. So if you want to look slim, if you're going out and you want those pictures to look nice, contour. Well, for me, I contour. When I want my pictures to look really nice and like I look snatched, I contour. Like today, I'm about to take pictures, so I want it to look okay. Or bronzing is mainly for somebody who doesn't want to look sculpted but just wants to look very simple and warm and all that good stuff. You can tell the difference when you bronze and when you contour. So for contour today, I'm going to grab one of the best foundation stick, but I use it as a contour stick. This is the Black Opal. What is this actually? This is the Black Opal Skin Perfecting Stick Foundation, and this has SPF 15, and I'm in the shade, well, to contour, in the shade Ebony Brown. I love this product. It has been my go-to for a while. This has been my ride or die. This is another product that when I started wearing foundation and contouring, this was the first contour stick that I grabbed. Okay, so I'm going to start contouring. I don't put a lot because a little does go a long way with this product. You don't have to get your hands on like contour products in order to contour. Honestly, you can just grab even a foundation. You don't need a like product that says, oh, it's a product for contouring, you need this. No, you can use a foundation, you can use a foundation stick. You just need a shade darker than your skin tone. So now I'm going to blend. Still, my beauty blender is damped. I have to point that out because I know somebody would ask, was my beauty blender damped? And yes, it was still blended. So when I'm contouring going up, because when you go down with your contour, you're making your contour muddy, and you do not want that at all. You do not want your contour looking muddy at all. Trust me. So I contour going up, then going down, because y'all don't see any contouring going down. It's all going upwards. I feel like contouring is like a fake surgery. Like if you want to make your nose look smaller, contour. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get surgery for everything on somebody's face. You can just contour. It's like the best concept, right? Foundation just like makes your face look so flat. It covers, you know, your problem areas and all that stuff, but like you cannot walk out the house with just like a foundation. Like, we want your face to look natural. We want it to look like you don't have makeup on, but you do, but you want it to look so good. So wearing your foundation and walking out the house is not the right route. But that's my opinion. Like, I contour a lot, and I know somebody's gonna ask me like, how come I contour and then I bronze? Because when you contour and bronze, I literally set where I contour, because it gets rid of that demarcation as well, and it just blends it all in with my contour. When I contour, then set it with bronzer, so it makes it look so much better than if I'm just setting my face with a setting powder and leave it as that, you know? So y'all see the beat looks so good, but we need a set, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get creases and we don't want to walk out the house without setting. I myself set it with a translucent or a under eye setting powder for, you know, the under eye. Okay, so you guys know this is like the best setting powder for your under eye, especially if you do not want no flashback. This will be perfect. I can go super heavy with this underneath my eyes and I would take a picture and I would not have flashback. I have seen this work. It has brought wonders to my life. When I started doing foundation, this was another product that I started with, and it's always been my real ride or die product, and I don't think I'll stop using this no matter, you know, if the world comes to an end. I will always rely on this, okay? And this is the Sasha Buttercup Setting Powder in the shade Banana. They do have other shades, but I love this banana shade because it's yellow. I love my under eye looking yellow. I don't love it looking white. I don't love it looking like my skin tone. I want it to look yellow because it's going to brighten up my under eye a lot more. So I'm going to just grab the beauty blender, and I usually dab it in the powder. This is, girl, look, try this trick. Try this. If you already do this, then girl, good for you. I'm proud of you. So I take a damp beauty blender, still damp, it's not wet, and I dab this in the powder and I blow it out. Okay, you see that? It's not much product, and then I just go ahead and start setting. Now before you set, you do want to blend under your eyes so then you can get rid of those lines, because by the time I was talking to you guys, I had creases already. So you want to do that first, and then I do it again. I double set. It's gonna look so beautiful. And again, I just keep it under my eyes. I don't pull it out. I just keep it right under my eyeballs. And I also set on my eyes as well. And look at the difference. This is with setting powder, and then this is without the setting powder. And you guys can see the difference. You can see the difference, okay? So I take this beauty blender again on the other side, and I blend underneath so I don't have any creases. And then I do the same exact step, tap it in the powder, and then I set. I don't bake. It's just a preference of mine that I prefer not to bake. I feel like when I bake, I don't like how my under eyes look. I just feel like it just looks way too much. So I prefer just like setting, because at the end of the day, when this beauty blender is damped, it soaks up the excess powder underneath my eyes, so it makes it look so much better, and it looks airbrushed. It looks so beautiful, you guys. So the next step, I'm going to set around my face. I know somebody's gonna be like, you did all that work and then now you're gonna set your face, add in more product. Yes, because always, this is how I see it, okay? Always set your liquids, your creams, always set it. No matter where it is on your face, always set it. So I have not set around my face. I've only set underneath my face and my forehead and my chin, but not around. So that means if I don't set, my makeup is not going to last, okay? It is not going to stay and put, and it's just going to start moving around, and we don't want that. So I really love this Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, and I'm in the shade 360 Mocha. I have not yet found any pressed powder, foundation powders in drugstore aisle that is as good as this. This is very lightweight, so it's not going to add more product on my face. It's just going to set around my face. But if you guys have another drugstore product that y'all love, that you know you would like me to try out, let me know in the comment section, because I want to grab another one. But this one is my ride or die. It's bomb. I can add a lot of product, tap off the excess, blow it out, and what I do is I grab my brush. I will leave all the brushes that I'm using in the description box as well. I will grab my brush and I just start setting around the places where I did not set where I highlighted, and that is honestly just around the perimeter on my face. So I just go like that, and this is just going to set my face really good. So then around my face is also set, just like underneath my eyes, and my forehead is set as well. Because I want that contour to pop, I'm going to just grab that setting powder, that banana setting powder, and just set underneath like this, just to make that contour pop. I'm gonna just let that sit for a minute or two throughout the video. Okay, you guys, so the next step, I'm going to go ahead and set where I contoured. Okay, so I've already told you guys this a while in this video that I love to set my creams and my liquids and all that stuff that I put on my face. The reason now why I do this is because setting with a bronzer is going to honestly make it pop even more, and that's what we want. Okay, so I'm going to grab this Slick Makeup face contour kit in the shade medium. I've hit pan on this bad boy because A, it's an amazing product. If you haven't tried this contour kit at all from Slick, I would highly recommend you guys to, if you're dark skinned or if you're a woman of color. This is an amazing contour kit. So what I do is I grab a brush, I dab it in here, tap off the excess, blow it out, and I just start like setting where I contoured. This is just going to really make that contour pop a lot more. And then also my neck. So I'm gonna just brush this off because it's set there for a pretty good amount of time. Now, if you get a line, a little bit of a line underneath, and that kind of like makes you feel some type of way, I would take that pressed powder or any powder and just like set that one more time just so we can like get rid of that line a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to keep my eyes very simple anyways, so I'm going to grab the same powder and I'm just gonna work this all over my eyelids. I love you doing this method because for y'all ladies who don't like wearing eyeshadow, or you're on a go and you just want something to like on your eyelids as well, I would definitely recommend you to always take your pressed powder, your foundation powder, and just work it all over your eyelid. It's going to look like you put a lot of effort, which you did not put no effort at all. And it's going to look like you're wearing eyeshadow and you're not wearing eyeshadow. So this method is always a go-to method for my women or my ladies out there who are always on a rush. Or even girls who are going to school and you just want to look a little decent or put together. This is the perfect route to go. Okay, so that is all done, and y'all see what I mean? Like when you put that same powder that you just worked all over your face and put it on your eyelids, I mean, it looks like you're wearing eyeshadow. It looks like you gave your look a little bit of effort, but really you didn't do much. You just put the same thing. Yeah, y'all get it. Y'all, so this is definitely a full coverage, beat to the gods look, but yet it's so simple and I love it. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face. I know some people set their face at the end of the makeup look. I said makeup tutorial. Makeup look, but I have been really setting my face after the whole beat, and then if I'm going to wear eyeshadow or if I'm going to wear highlight, I do that last, and then if I'm, you know, popping my lips kind of thing, I do that last. So what I do, this step is very necessary. It needs to be in your routine, okay? So I grab this NYX Matte Finishing Setting Spray, long lasting, okay? This is not just a regular schmegular setting spray. It is a long lasting setting spray. And yes, it is matte, but what I do, if you're dry skin, try this method. It might help you out. I grab a matte setting spray because we want to lock that foundation and everything into my skin, and I want my foundation and everything to last all day. And then after I do my highlight and all that good stuff, I go ahead and grab like a dewy setting spray just to set that all in. You get it? It kind of doesn't make any sense, but I like this. I've noticed, you know, so with makeup, you kind of have to play with products, test it out, see what works, see what, you know, what can do what, and it just all falls in place together. So what I do is I grab this, spray the bottle, and then I spray on my face. Yes, so when that's all setting, I don't like to move or talk much because I want it to set, because y'all, if you move, you do too much, it's gonna set wherever the face is looking like, okay? So I'm just going to be quiet now, let it sit and set. Okay, so after letting that sit and sink into my skin like so, you guys see, face is beat, it looks good, but I want to highlight. You don't have to highlight. I would recommend you to highlight because something like this is very plain. It's not bad, but I want to highlight the points of my face where I normally would be highlighting when I don't have foundation on, okay? So I'm grabbing one of my favorite highlighters. This is not Drugstore, but it is at Ulta. It's very affordable. It's one of my favorite highlighters of all time right now. I've just been grabbing this highlighter if I'm on the go, and it's perfect on my skin tone. And this is the Morphe High Impact Highlighter Illuminator, and it's so freaking pretty. I mean, gorgeous. So I'm going to just start highlighting all the points that, you know, where the sun would hit me, and it's just going to, I'm gonna be glowing, okay? And that's normally the nose. I love highlighting the nose. The forehead. Now for the forehead, I usually just put that together because throughout the day, this forehead is highlighting, but it's not highlighting crazy. It actually looks really, really beautiful. My chin, lightly. And also right here. Do the same thing to this side. That looks so pretty. It looks too much, but I grab my bead blender again. I just blend that bad boy in. I'm gonna set my face one more time. One more time because, honey, we want this makeup to last all freaking day. I do it twice. I've already told you guys this. If I didn't, yes, I set my face twice. But this time around, I set my face with more of a dewy finish because I want my face to look dewy. This setting spray is definitely going to give me that dewy look that I always look for. And this is the MILANI Make It Dewy setting spray. I love this setting spray because it lasts up to 16 hours. I'm not gonna wear my makeup up to 16 hours, but if you wear your makeup all day, this will be perfect because it's going to keep your foundation and everything locked in. We are safe, okay? Spray aside. Every time I use this setting spray, it's literally going to make my face look so freaking dewy. Oh, and we're in the summer season. We want to look dewy, but we also want to keep our makeup looking fresh, okay? So yeah, so this is my foundation routine, drugstore foundation routine. Y'all, I did this for y'all, okay? We are super full coverage. We are locked in. We're still glamorous. We still look good. Somebody's gonna ask me, honestly, I already know. Somebody's gonna ask me what I'm wearing on my face today because, honey, we look like high end, okay? We look expensive, but we cheap over here, okay? I hope y'all learned something throughout this video. I hope I helped you guys out a little bit. Hope you guys learned a little bit of tricks out of this video as well. This is what I do on all of my foundation routines because y'all always ask me on Instagram, like literally my DMs be popping about my foundation is not lasting or something about foundation routine. So this is what I do. You can try this step out, see if this one works for you. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this drugstore full coverage, long lasting, no flashback, okay, makeup tutorial. As usual, I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking throughout this whole entire video. You rock. Thank you. And if you're new to this channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so then you're always notified when I upload. All right, as usual, I love you guys so much. Nawapenda sana, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. They know my story. From old dogs to I be hustle.